quick question. How do you think you'll capture moments in the future? Do you still take photographs? Or would you record a video? Or will there be a new tool? Something so different we haven't even invented it yet. In the movie Minority Report, a film released in 2002 but set in the year 2054, there's a scene where Tom Cruise's character, John Anderton, plays back a recording of his son. And although at first it looks like a normal video, when his son starts walking forward, something incredible happens.
Hi, Daddy. Can you teach me how to run faster? Because all the kids at my class run faster than me.
No.
The image of his son detaches from the wall and gains depth. Suddenly, we're not watching a recording anymore, we're inside of a memory. This fictional tech doesn't just play back footage, it resurrects it. It's so immersive that Anderton doesn't just watch the moment, but he starts talking to his son. Not as someone reminiscing, but as if the moment were happening again, right in front of him.
Wait. You gotta give me a kiss.
Not on the lips. Only Mommy kissed me on the lips.
Yeah, all right. I love you.
But could this technology actually exist in the future? And what other possibilities could there be? There's so many different directions photo and videography can evolve to that I thought it would be cool to compare other new capturing tools predicted by shows and movies and see where we might head to in the future. Because I think some of the predictions made here might very well be the direction we're heading towards. That technology from the Minority Report, it already exists, and I'll show you how you can start recording moments just like that. So for this video, I'll try to answer the question, how will we capture and relive our moments in the future? And what new technologies will emerge to bring the past closer than ever before? Ever since the invention of the first camera, the daguerreotype, technological progress in photography has followed three basic principles: to capture the world more clearly, easier and faster. And with the invention of video, which in theory is just taking many photos in rapid succession and placing them after one another, photography and videography have been evolving side by side. With the introduction of smartphones, we didn't even need a separate device for recording moments anymore. And right now, we carry phones that shoot in 4K with a normal, a wide angle and a telephoto lens. The images are incredibly detailed and they'll keep getting better. But here's the thing, even with all that progress, we've kinda hit a ceiling. The quality is high, sure, but it's still trapped in a flat 2D frame. And that's the boundary we're now just beginning to push past. We've got 360 cameras now, not just capturing what you're pointing at, but everything around you. And if you put on a virtual reality headset, you can jump back into that moment recorded with the 360 camera and feel like you're there. But it's still a flat image that's surrounding you, which makes it still feel like there's a distance between you and what you're seeing. Then there's 3D video, a technology that isn't new by any means. I mean, companies were pushing this as the next big thing more than 10 years ago. But with the latest iPhones, the iPhone 15 Pro, they introduced filming in something called spatial video, where it uses the main and wide angle lens to create a 3D effect. It's meant to be viewed through a VR headset, like the Apple Vision Pro, and although we also have better and more professional cameras and lenses to achieve this, it's quite special that you can record such footage with a device that's in your pocket. But as immersive as this way of recording is, it's still limited, because to watch it you need a headset. But the technology from the Minority Report is different. The video is playing back spatially with depth and positional data. And although 3D projectors or holograms seem unlikely for now, except for the shitty rotating LED fan ones, recording moments with depth and playing it back spatially is already possible. See, Whist is a camera app that captures spatial 3D memories. It records not just video, but also depth and positional data, allowing you to revisit a moment as if you're physically there. Using your phone or a VR headset, you can walk around within the recorded scene, move closer, step to the side, or look from behind, creating the illusion that the moment is happening again in your real-world space. And even though the quality doesn't seem that good, the illusion of someone sitting in a chair when you view it through the iPhone screen really sells it. Like in this example when my friend filmed me sitting in a train seat and started moving the moment around in the space. Now the app is still in beta, so you have to request access and then start testing with it. It's a bit glitchy, but once it works, as you can see, it looks insane. Something about seeing the original environment and then placing the memory back inside of that environment really enhances the memory to a degree which I haven't seen before. And when wearing a VR headset, it becomes an even more immersive experience. Even though this technology is really cool and will definitely get used in the future, the recording is still a finite moment in time. When the recording ends, you can't explore it any further.
Look, put the camera down or you're not getting anything tonight.
In an episode of the new Black Mirror season, Paul Giamatti's character gets this product called Eulogy that's supposed to dig up memories from people who knew the person who has passed away. And this Eulogy tool does so by merging photos and memories together in order to extract more details about the deceased person.
We can enhance the moment by entering the image. Shall we go in?
What do you mean, go in?
It's easiest to just show you.
This technology converts flat photographs into 3D spaces, with the person using the tool being able to walk around the environment, making it easier to recall events that happened at the moment the photo was taken. Of course, you're unable to interact with the moment because it has already happened, but the tool helps by using various techniques to make the environment more immersive, to then recall memories in a better way. For example, if it sees a vinyl record in the environment of the photo, it will start playing the music in this reconstructed space, which is a clever way to further enhance the possibility of uncovering new information about the past.
Looks like there was a record playing. Fool's Gold by...
Stone Roses. That's one of Amanda's.
Music's great for jogging the memory.
What I like about this episode is that it clearly states the purpose of the tool: to recollect memories unknown to the user. And in a way, that's already why we take photos. To remember a moment and use the picture or video as a crutch to not forget about a moment that has happened. But how would we take that to the next level, as they do in this Black Mirror episode? That's where a special capturing technology called Nerve comes in. Nerves, or neural radiance fields, is a way to turn a bunch of 2D photos into a 3D scene that you can move through, like stepping inside of a photo. They work by training an AI to understand how light and color behave at every point in space, so when you move the camera around, it knows what you'd see from that angle. I think nerves are really cool to use, and I remember when this was released around 2 years ago, I spent hours trying to create my own nerves by coding and running the script locally. But it was always such a struggle that it wasn't really convenient to actually use for myself. But now there's an app that does all of that for you called Luma AI. You can download the app and press record, walk around your subject or scene, and the app will do the rest. The quality is really good and it keeps improving over time, because the difference between the captures I made 2 years ago and the ones I make today are so much better. It's also quite easy to explain to people when you want to capture them in this way, because we all remember when people did the mannequin challenge. And this is literally that, but instead of you walking through them, you just circle them for a minute straight and let the app do the rest. And when I explained it to my friends like that, I also thought, can I train a nerve with a mannequin challenge? So I took the 2016 mannequin challenge video from the White House with the Cleveland Cavaliers and Michelle Obama and uploaded it to Luma AI. After it finished training the nerve, I had the entire environment in 3D, letting me look around and explore that moment from angles that were never possible before. And this is kind of what happens in the Black Mirror episode. You take a recording from the past and explore it in a different way with new technology. Another good example of this is in the movie They Shall Not Grow Old, where they took old black and white film of the First World War and restored it to make us feel more connected with the people from that time, because we've only seen them in jittery black and white images. But stepping into an environment can already be achieved with virtual reality. But again, you do need a virtual reality headset, and although I like virtual reality headsets, they're not really accessible enough for people to start using them as their main playback device. But nerves still have a long way to go and improve. I mean, imagine being able to replay a video in a 3D environment and stepping in and exploring the space while the moment is playing right in front of you. I found some research regarding video nerves, but it'll take a while before any of these new methods of capturing and replaying moments work well enough for people to start trusting their precious moments with a technology like this one. In the 1995 movie Strange Days, there's a device that captures a person's sensory experiences. Sights, sounds, smells, and even emotions directly from their cerebral cortex. The device used to record and playback memories is called Squid, and it's unlike anything we know.
What's wrong here? You okay? You doing good, honey?
Anyone can put on a headset and relive these moments, but it's not just fragments from the point of view of someone else. It's more than just clips, right?
Clips, right. Now listen, I want you to know what we're talking about here, okay? This is not like TV, only better. This is life. It's a piece of somebody's life. It's pure and uncut. It's straight from the cerebral cortex. I mean, you're there, you're doing it, you're seeing it, you're hearing it, you're feeling it.
This tool would be the end goal of capturing technology, the most accurate way of replaying a moment. There's no barrier between the user and the moment anymore. You can really re-experience it. Of course, it's still a fixed moment. You can't move around or explore outside of it. You're locked into the recording. But within that moment, it's as if you're back there, inside of the person's skin. And that's what makes it so powerful. But this idea of filming from a person's perspective is one of the most used predictions in movies and series. In the Black Mirror episode, The Entire History of You, the person's point of view is recorded at all times and ready to be rewatched over and over again. As a result, instead of directly experiencing and engaging with the present, the people in this world increasingly consume images of the past. So much so that they can't fully live in the present anymore. And that's troubling, of course. One of my favorite philosophers, Susan Sontag, predicted this a long time ago in the book On Photography, where she argues that consuming photos and videos in this way can prevent us from fully engaging with the present and its confronting challenges. And funnily enough, all the characters in the movies and shows I've talked about in this video have this in common. They revisit the past with these momentary captures while avoiding to live fully in the present.
Look, this is your life! Right here, right now. It's real time. You hear me? Real time. Time to get real, not playback. You understand me?
Alright, so I'm editing this video right now, and I do think there's one really important part that needs to be addressed still. Because as I've been talking about these newer technologies surrounding photography, most of the developments today in photography aren't about capturing reality more clearly. They're about editing the captured reality after the fact.
In fact, every month, 1.7 billion images are edited in Google Photos.
This is a major shift in how we interact with captured moments. We can remove unwanted objects or people from our photos and individually change our faces to make it so we all perfectly smile in the picture. And I think this line from a Google Magic Editor event encapsulates it best.
And maybe you want to even get rid of some clouds to make it feel as sunny as you remember it.
To make it feel as sunny as you remember it. When we edit photos in this way, we're not just making them prettier, we're editing the memory itself. The edited photo becomes the thing we remember, not the real moment. At that point, we're not documenting the world anymore. We're curating it, editing it, and eventually selling it back to ourselves. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.